My name is Kristen, and I'm a believer in Christ. I just questioned myself. I lost my confidence, and I lost my way with God, and I was over it. I've always was a pretty confident person until I got to nursing school. And that was a struggle for me. And a lot of people think, well, it's just school, it's not that big of a deal. But that was my crisis. That's what I was going through. And doing that, being in nursing school made me feel like I just questioned myself. I lost my confidence and I lost my way with God, and I was over it. I don't know if you guys have ever had something that you really, really had to go through and you really wanted so bad and you had to fight and fight and fight for. And I feel like being in this program, I've had to fight more than I ever had to fight in my life. Because I always thought I was, smart. So the time that I was really probably my lowest was, this is actually 2 times in the program where I was probably failing the majority of the class. And, people were dropping out left and right, and others that were in the class, they were doing pretty good. And it just made me feel dumb. And it made me feel like, well, dang, I'm doing everything I need to do. I'm praying, I'm worshiping. What else can I do? I'm studying, I'm putting in the effort. And I just felt like I was failing miserably. And so I took the second test and I got like a 66. And I'm like, damn, what am I going to do? Like, that's deep. I don't know if you guys understand, but in nursing school, that's pretty bad. That's like the lowest of the lowest. And so I'm just like, God, what do I do? And it was like mid-semester. So it was either, do you drop this class or do you put everything on the line and risk failing it or have faith in God? What do you do? Do I drop it? Do I stay? What? So a lot of people, was dropping out around me, and I'm like, Lord, what do I do? Because I don't want to do that. I don't want to let this class defeat me. What do I do? And it was so funny because I forgot all about this. After I failed the test and I got like a 66, I came out of the classroom. And, you don't want to see anybody after that because that's embarrassing. You're like, I just want to go home. And so, I was tearing up, and I sat on this bench that was around the corner from the class, and there was nobody there, and I just didn't want to see anybody. And I sat down, and I'm just like, I'm tearing up, I'm crying, I'm being emotional because I feel like a failure at this point. And I looked down on the bench, and right there, it was like some words written on a bench, and it was like scribbled out a little bit. And, this is a pretty nice campus. You don't see people writing on couches. So it was no other, writings on there. And so I'm like, let me just read this because I'm nosy. I don't even know why I did that. And it said, everything will be all right. And I was like, God, are you trying to talk to me? Are you trying to tell me something? Is this what you're saying to me? And it just said, everything will be all right. And it had like a little smiley face. But somebody has, kind of scribbled through it. And I'm like, and I just felt the instant relief. I felt like I was going to be okay. And I didn't know why, but it didn't look like that. It really didn't. It looked like, oh, you need to get out of this class. But I felt better. And I felt like it was something in here that made me feel like I can do it. Like, it's not that bad. It is not that bad. It is not the end of the world. So I go and despite what it looked like, I stayed in the class. I'm hitting the books hard, and I'm praying, and I'm reading my word, and I'm doing fellowship. And to me, that's a big step because I never did fellowship. I didn't believe in that necessarily. So when I started doing all of those things, I felt better. I felt more confident. And so when I went to take the test today, actually, I needed to make like a 79. And, people are like, 79, that's easy. But in nursing standards for this test, for this class, that's like, when you say you need a 79 on the HESI, they're like, oh, Lord, just drop now. So when I went in there and I took it and, I'm clicking on the stuff, I'm clicking on the answers, I'm like, damn, I don't think clicking on it. And I'm like, no, wait, I got this. So I started saying, Jesus, just be with me. Jesus, just be with me. Every time I'm clicking. And I'm feeling like I'm doing bad. I'm feeling like I'm just, and I'm thinking like, man, that wasn't the right answer. Oh, gosh. And I'm cringing because I'm like, oh. And so by the time I get to the end, I have like 50 seconds left. And I'm just like, click, Jesus, click. And so I hit submit. And, there's the little spiral that goes around and my grade pops up. I got a 79.03. Like, that to me is like everything. That tells me that I didn't do that alone. That he was there. He helped me through that. Because if you sat in the chair and you felt the way I felt, no. It wasn't going to happen. But with God, like, I just kept praying and relying on my faith. And he showed me that he won't let me down. A 79.03. So that's my testimony.